Hello. Okay. I think we're good. Are we good? Cheese and rice. Hello. I know. I sound like shit, but get over it. Can you see me and hear me? Yay! Hit that like from Ellie. Yeah, I sound like shit. Sorry, guys. I don't know. StreamYard did an update. What do you see on your screen? It could be a figment of your imagination. You might not even be able to see me at all. I think I should be good though. I should be long form, regular chat. Hello. Hi. Welcome back. You can see me. Been chasing you. I see you horizontally. Okay, good. Thank you. That's what I wanted. Okay, wow. Like paying for a service and then they don't let you know like what's going on? Pretty much StreamYard. Yeah, you can like simultaneously stream now, like vertical and horizontal. So I'm like, wait, what? So it's like duplicating the streams. I don't know. Anyways, hello, welcome back. Sorry, I've been MIA. I don't generally get sick, and I got sick. Perks of working in healthcare, which I hate. So, if you hit that like button and you support the channel, I might be able to leave my job. I don't hate it for no particular reason. I've been in it my whole life. So, it's time for a change. So welcome back. Hi. Okay, we're good. All right. I hope the 911 call we're gonna play. Sorry, you're sick, Melanie. Yeah, I'm like getting over the hump, but it's hump day. So I was like, you know what? It's fine that I'm a little bit sick. I still want to stream all day. I have a Kenzie live planned for later, and then I want to do a Melly after dark. Melly, are you really gonna drink buzz balls when you're sick? Yes. I think that'll make me feel better. So we're gonna chug all them buzz balls later. Anyways, it's the change of weather. Yeah, and like so like back in October, okay, I'm not gonna go on a spiel, but anyways, yeah, I was getting better and then someone at work got sick. And again, I work in healthcare, so I'm like, great. So I decided I'm taking the rest of the week off and streaming true crime because it makes me feel better, is what I told the doctor. So don't think she's buying any of it, but let's get started. Hello, welcome. Hi, I'm Melly. Enough with the spiel because someone in the comments was like, you talk too much. And I was like, okay, it's not just my channel, but like, thank you. Anyways, okay. I feel like being petty today, so we're gonna do a Melly after dark, but it's gonna be a Melly before dark. So get ready for that after this live. I will try to behave so that I can get to Kenzie live later. That might be hard. We are covering the case of Daniel Waterman and Leigha. I don't know if it's Leigha or Leigha Mumby, to be honest. I'm gonna go by Leigha. If you're not familiar with this case, this is Mackenzie number 2. Literally the same situation. So if you're not familiar with the Kenzie case, get familiar with it. I have over 50 streams on that case as of now with all the text messages. Kenzie Shirla killed her boyfriend driving 100 miles per hour into a brick wall. And Leigha Mumby drove into a tree at about 95 miles per hour. Yes, I know. I know. It's like here we are covering all these texts, and then Leigha comes around and decides she wants to kill her boyfriend too. And I saw Osane and to many more. Osane, a year. Osane, you're amazing. You truly have been here since the beginning of my channel. Rather, I've known all of you probably since before my channel because I was Mod Melly on YouTube. So I modded for Vinny. I still mod for a bunch of bigger channels that I'm not going to name. Unfortunately, there's like rap channels and stuff like that that I mod for, but I'm not going to name them because of the haters. So, anyways, yeah, I used to mod for Vinny Politan and a bunch of other channels. So, thank you for being here if you are from those days. I appreciate all the support. I'm going to pull up the PowerPoint. Here we go. This is Leigha, and I hope I'm like, I don't know. Oh, sorry. Let me figure this out. Um, why is StreamYard doing me dirty like this? Why? What did I do? There we go. Um, Supermod Melly. Yeah, I'm not in the mood. I might block you if you're acting up in the chat. Supermod Melly. That's right, Austin. Okay, so this is Leigha. This is Daniel. What happened with them? So let's get a little background. They're from Flagler County, Florida. Daniel is 22 years old. Leigha is 24. She was pregnant. She was pregnant, yeah, at the time of the crash. And she was having a baby girl. So she also drives a 2019 Honda Passport. What happened? Why are we talking about them? Well, Leigha decided that she wanted to be like Mackenzie, Sharilla, and she did it. She accomplished it. So Mackenzie copycat. Exactly. Hey, Amy Truth. Yeah. Literally. I know. And I got the 911 call. I got all of it from the police department and I got the affidavit. So I know you can find it on Law and Crime. I am going to play bits and pieces of it. I'm going to play an interview with one of the family members from Law and Crime. And then the rest of it I actually obtained through FOIA. So with that being said, if creators are watching this and they want the content, definitely available over email. I'm not a gatekeeper. I want to talk some shit about some channels right now, but I'm not. This is about the case. We can do that on a Melly After Dark later about gatekeeping. And I'm definitely not that person here. We like to have fun. You guys know me, so let's get started. February 9th was the day of the crash. What happened? Let's get into, I'll give you like my little rundown and then I'll give you the affidavit. So what happened on February 9th? They were driving, she was driving her like I said, 2019 Honda Passport, and she drove the vehicle into a tree at 95 miles per hour. She survived. I know, ironic, just like Kenzie. She survived. Daniel, unfortunately, did survive. He did survive initially, but passed away later on. So let's get into those details. What happened in the crash? So Daniel had a broken neck, a broken back, broken collarbone in 3 places. He dislocated both hips. He broke his leg, his ankle, and had collapsed lungs. And he was in a medically induced coma. So following the crash, 95 miles per hour is what the black box is reporting back. Daniel actually survived the crash and he was life flighted to a hospital where he fought for his life for 8 months. Could you imagine if Dom from the Kenzie case would have survived and made it 8 months? Like, it would totally be a whole different situation here. Unfortunately, he did get out of a coma. He was on, yeah, he was fighting for his life for 8 months. So the crash was in February 9th, and he fought for 8 months. He got out of a coma and he was able to tell investigators like what happened. So the investigators are like, what happened in the crash? Like, he wasn't actually able to speak, but he was actually able to point out the letters to explain to the investigators what was going on. And it took a very long time. So he woke from coma and told the investigators that his girlfriend, Leigha, had driven the car into a tree at 95 miles per hour because they were in an argument. Yes, you heard it right. They were in an argument. I keep jumping back to the Kenzie case because I have deep dived that so deep. I don't think it can get any deeper. Like, we've gotten the text messages and I've gone through about 31,000 pages and I'm very proud of myself. Very proud of myself. I didn't think we could do it. It's a lot. But shout out to you guys too. Anyways, so they got into an argument. Yeah, they were arguing because a female texted Daniel. So it was a female from New York. Daniel was very much into sports and he was involved with like Prize Picks, I don't know, something like that, along those lines. Like, he was very much involved in the sports and he had met this female, I guess, from New York, I think through online. She was like a friend and a fan of the Philly Eagles. I'm not sure, too familiar with sports like that. I can appreciate a good order of like nachos and a big cold beer at a football game or baseball game or whatever, but I ain't like that much into sports. So the female, like, I think was like a friend of the Eagles is what I initially had read. And Leigha got mad. And so she Her last words in a text message before she crashed into the tree at 95 miles per hour was, "I don't care what happens, you will get what you deserve." So she was pregnant. She was pregnant with a baby girl who has now been born. And Daniel, like I said, Daniel survived the accident, but after 8 months, he unfortunately succumbed to his death with pneumonia. I know. How? Why is fate like this? Like, he survives the crash and he's getting to a good place, and then he gets pneumonia. And because his body wasn't 100% because of the crash, he couldn't fight the pneumonia and he dies. Unfortunately, Daniel Waterman has died as of October 8th. Yes, like a month ago. I will link his GoFundMe in the description. I do have the link. Let me see if I can open this link. I've been having issues, like computer issues. I'm so over it. There will be a GoFundMe link, and I will link it down in the chat right now if you are interested to support Daniel Waterman's family. And let me see if I can share it. I don't like this like new stuff. Whatever. Let me pull it up. I'm gonna have to pull up the PowerPoint again. This is the GoFundMe. It's a really sad case. Yeah, it is. Oh, let me turn on. Okay. So this GoFundMe, this is Daniel Waterman. It says, on Super Bowl night, Daniel was a passenger in a severe car accident that left him with life-threatening injuries. The crash was sudden, unexpected, and completely changed his life in an instant. Daniel is currently battling broken bones, spinal injuries, and collapsed lungs that are struggling to heal. The list goes on. So this is when he's still alive. He will need extensive medical treatment, surgeries, and therapy over the next couple of years. As you can imagine, this accident has placed an enormous financial burden on Daniel and his family. He was supposed to be home in Syracuse, but unfortunately, this happened while vacationing in Florida. Family members continue to travel to Florida so we can take turns being by his bedside. So this was before he passed away. Like I said, he fought for his life for 8 months and then tragically passed away. So like I said, I will link that down in the description for you guys if you want to donate. So let me get into the rest of the details. And then what we're going to do is we're going to read the affidavit. We're going to listen to the 911 call. And then, sorry, let me pull it up. And then we're going to watch the body cam. Okay. Before I do that, let me pull up the PowerPoint. Sorry, Streamer did a lot of new different changes while I was gone for 2 days. Okay, so I explained to you guys about the crash. That was basically all the details. He ended up losing his life on October 8th. So, like I said, they were fighting. Allegedly, it was an argument because he had been texting a female from New York about sports. And like I said, he couldn't talk, but investigators used a whiteboard to communicate with him when he was coming out of a coma and trying to get better. Leigha Mumby, alleges that she does not remember what happened in the crash. She's like, I don't know what happened. I don't remember anything. Just like Kenzie, they both claim that they don't remember. But there are text messages that prove she said that, quote unquote, she doesn't care what happens. Daniel will get what he deserves. I don't know if she thought he was cheating on him. At the end of the day, we all won't know what the real truth is, right? Because kind of like in the Kensington case, like, will she actually ever tell the truth? No, absolutely not. It's like Brian Koberger. He won't tell the truth. And so she alleges she does not remember events leading up to the collision. She was initially charged with driving recklessly, causing serious bodily injury, and aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, which is a vehicle. But she That's what she initially got charged on, but then the investigation, she pled not guilty. And then the investigation actually happened. And they upgraded her charges to vehicular homicide, and she was charged on October 24th. So very recently, they upgraded those charges. She posted a $150,000 bond. Like I said, she was pregnant at the time of the crash. The unborn child survived, and his family, Daniel's family, is now fighting for custody, but they're facing a lot of challenges because his death complicates the paternity rights. But the family believes that that baby should not be in her hands. And I 100,000% wholeheartedly support the Waterman family. I don't think that Leigha should be um, have custody of her child. I think she should be locked up. So there's a lot of similarities to the Mackenzie Sharilla case. And like I said, I got all the stuff through FOIA, and I actually have the hearings. I just recently got them, so nobody else has them. Period. Maybe law and crime. So I do have them. We're gonna do another live later, and we're gonna go through those because there's only been two. She does have court coming up next week, so I wonder what will happen. This is Daniel right here as he was fighting for his life. This was after the accident. He had awakened, like I said. Thanks, ATS. Shout out to ATS for being here. And hello, hello. And yes, I'm working on that. I'm working on that. Thank you, ATS. Appreciate you. And everyone go check ATS out as well. Sports. Yeah, I know. I'm not like super big into it. I didn't get a notice. Yeah, YouTube's doing me dirty. Anyways, this is Daniel before he died from pneumonia. So like imagine he survives the crash and tells them what happens. And then he dies to pneumonia. Like it really breaks my heart. I'm like, holy cow. He came out of all of that to just die from pneumonia. So take care of yourselves, please. This is her. This is Leigha. Oh yeah, this is her. This is her mugshot. So you guys know what she looks like. Again, she claims she doesn't remember, but she sent a text messages before the crash saying, I hope you get what you deserve. So let's get into the affidavit. I do have it. I'm reading it off of my PowerPoint. So let me make it bigger and then I'll put it on your screen to so you guys can see it as well. Right. Oh my God, survived, then got taken away. Let me put the, yeah, evil witch. I'm shook. I know. She's that's scary. And I was distracted. She looks a little like Kenzie. I just what pops into these people's head? Like, is it worth being in jail to kill your boyfriend or girlfriend because they want to break up with you or they're talking to someone else? Like, dude, it's called breaking up and dating someone else. Like, of all the people in the world, for fuck's sake, like you can date someone in like Djibouti. You know what I mean? Like someone on a whole nother planet if you want with the internet. Like you will get the last word because you cannot defend a dying declaration. That's true, Leigha says. You will get the last laugh, the last word because you cannot defend a dying declaration. These women are vicious. Yes, they are, Debbie. Yes, they are. Yeah, she did find out the day of the crash that she was pregnant. So something was happening in the car with her finding out she was pregnant and him talking to another female. He wasn't like talking to another female like I want to date you. It was actually about sports and his family backs that up. So whatever was going on within the relationship, we'll never know. And if we do, it's according to her story and not Daniel's. And I don't think that's fair. He's not here to speak up and speak about the situation. So therefore, I don't believe anything she says. Let's pull up the affidavit and let's get into that. Here we go. So Leigha Catherine Marie Mumby. If I go away from the camera, it's because I'm either blowing my nose or taking a drink. So this was in Flagler Beach, Florida. She was initially charged with moving traffic violation, reckless car driving, serious bodily injury, aggravated battery, persons using a deadly weapon. Like I said, they ended up being upgraded to vehicular homicide. who knows what's going to happen next week at court. So it says, let's get started. On the night of February 9th, 2025, Leigha Catherine Marie Mumby was in the operation of a vehicle, a white 2019 Honda Passport. The Honda was traveling northbound on Interstate 95 near marker 291 within Flagler County, Florida, when vehicle ran off the roadway to the right. The right front of the vehicle collided with a standing tree within the wood line on the east side of the roadway. The vehicle rotated in a counterclockwise direction and came to a final rest within the wood line on the east side of the roadway facing south. As a result of the collision, the driver, who was later identified as Leigha Mumby by front seat, later identified as Daniel M. Waterman by his Florida driver's license. He suffered serious bodily injury. Leigha had to be extracted from the right side of the vehicle as a result of the collision by Flagler County Fire Rescue. Daniel had to be extracted from the right passenger seat of the vehicle by Flagler County Rescue. Upon speaking with Leigha several days later, after Leigha was released from the hospital, she claims she did not know what happened prior to the crash and only remembers waking up in agonizing pain. A warrant was issued to obtain from the EDR from the vehicle at the time of the crash. The following information was obtained. Initial conditions. 1. The vehicle's moving steadily around 93 to 95 miles per hour, 3 to 5 seconds prior to the crash. The accelerator input increases 4 seconds prior to the crash, and the brakes were not applied, ABS was inactive, and stability control was not engaged. A notable steering input of 45 degrees to the right at 3.5 seconds prior to the crash, followed by a sudden left input of negative 30 degrees at 3 seconds prior to the crash. Braking initiated. At 2 seconds prior to the crash, the service brake and the ABS activate. Stability control activates at the same time, indicating the system detected a loss of stability. The vehicle decelerates sharply from 93 miles per hour to 52 at the time of the impact. Significant steering input reflects aggressive maneuvering. And then let me move next page. 3, engine. RPM rises from 2,200 to 3,100 RPM, 2.5 seconds prior to the crash, suggesting acceleration or high engine load before dropping rapidly as braking takes over. The impact point. Speed is 52 miles per hour, accelerator pedal 100% throttle at the time of impact. That's the same thing we saw in the Kenzie case. Brakes were off, stability control still engaged, steering 175 degrees, indicating a hard right turn. The injuries Daniel Waterman sustained due to the crash are as followed: C6 through 7 fracture, cervical spine injury, clavicle fracture, femur fracture, hip dislocation, epidural hematoma, pneumothorax with pulmonary contusion, zygomatic and temporal confusion, talus fracture. Mr. Waterman's injuries were considered life-threatening at the time of the crash. On May 15th, 2025, I conducted a recorded interview with Daniel Waterman. In his interview, Daniel stated that he and Leigha were in an argument due to personal issues, with Leigha finding out she was pregnant that day and a text message Daniel had received from a female friend in New York, because that's where he was originally from. Daniel and Leigha exchanged expletives. Daniel stated Leigha began driving recklessly. I don't know if I said that right. Daniel stated she slowed down to 50 miles per hour and he tried to get out of the car, but then Leigha began to speed up to 80 to 90 miles per hour. So he actually tried to get out of the car. Now I'm wondering if maybe Dom did too, and no one knows about it. Who knows? Daniel stated that the last thing he remembers before the crash was Leigha, and Leigha told him, quote unquote, "I don't care what happens, you'll get what you deserved." And she swerved off the roadway, colliding with a tree, making Daniel incapacitated. Based on the facts of my investigation, Leigha intentionally crashed her car. This is evident due to Leigha telling Daniel she does not care what happens and tells Daniel that he will get what he deserves. and the data retained from the vehicle EDR. Due to the fact that this is the last event Daniel remembers from the crash, I have reason to believe Leigha made these statements and immediately swerved off the road to crash her car. The results of the EDR is consistent with Daniel's recollection of the events in the crash. Due to Leigha driving at a high rate of speed and intentionally swerving off the roadway to crash the car, there's sufficient probable cause to charge the following statute: reckless driving caused by bodily injury. Leigha drove the car in a willful and wanton disregard for the safety of her passenger, Daniel Waterman. Due to her reckless driving, Daniel sustained life-threatening serious bodily injuries. CPR was performed on Daniel at the hospital multiple times. Daniel had obvious deformity of the right femur, deformity of the left hip, along with spinal injuries. And you guys know he didn't make it. So unfortunately, he passed on October 8th. Due to Leigha using her car in a manner with the intention to cause serious bodily injury or death by Daniel, intentionally crashing her car, there's sufficient probable cause to charge the following statutes: aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. As of July 16, 2025, Daniel Waterman is still in the ICU in Florida. I formally request a warrant to be issued for Mumby for the violation of the above noted Florida statutes. The violation of Florida statutes occurred when the city of the Palm Coast, County of Flagler, state of Florida. So let's listen to the 911 call. I hope it does work the way I uploaded it on the screen, and then we'll watch the body cam and we'll watch a clip of the family's interview. I really hope this works. Um, oh, sorry, let me pull it up. Okay. He was effing afraid of her. Yeah. Hey, Ruth. Hey, everyone coming in. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. A cross between Kenzie and Alexis treehouse. It's Treviso. Treehouse. That's hilarious. Let me know if you guys can hear this. I really hope you can. If you can't, we'll just play the long crime audio because I try to upload it the right way. Can you hear that? Let me know. Can you guys hear that? I want you guys to tell me before I keep on playing. I don't know if it'll work. Can you guys hear that? Oh, you can't. Oh my god. I knew that was gonna happen. Um, I don't know why you guys can't hear it. It's okay, we can play the long crime. I have the whole audio without redacting or whatnot, but I don't know how to play it on this new thing that's giving me a hard time. Um, no, we have it. We have it. I just wanted to play it like I got it from the police department, but I can't figure it out the way I'm downloading it. I don't know why. It was an issue with the Kenzie stuff too. Let me pull it up. Oh, interesting. I didn't think of that. Okay, let me know now if you guys can hear it. Mm, actually, let me see. Sorry guys, give me one sec. I don't know if I can do that. Let me know if you guys can hear it now. If not, I'll just play it on Law and Crime. It's fine. I love Law and Crime anyways. You guys still can't hear that, huh? No, we have it. We'll be able to hear it regardless. No. Okay. I give up. Whatever. It's fine. Let's listen to I know Law and Crime has it. Let me pull it up. I don't know why all the files I get from the police department don't upload how they're supposed to. Something I'm probably doing, but whatever. Okay. They have a little bit in the law and crime. It's not, I mean, it's not the full thing, but pretty much we'll be fine. We get the picture.
After the SUV his girlfriend was driving veered off I-95 in Florida and slammed into a tree. His body was so wrecked that he fell into a coma. And when he finally woke up, he told his family that his girlfriend, who had just revealed she was pregnant, had intentionally crashed that car. Now, months after that fateful night, his family had to make the heartbreaking announcement that he had passed away. What does that mean for a criminal?
Someone just said, is it your mic? It's a policing or something. It might be the mic, actually, now that I just realized it. Who said that? Amy. Let me see. I'll try to pull it up again that way. Because it might be the mic. You guys are right. Let me see if you guys can hear it now. Hold on one sec. Okay. Hold on. Let me know if you guys can hear now.
This message will repeat it.
Can you
Your
hear
car
now?
crashed and is not responding to their phone. The emergency location is latitude 20.
Can you guys hear that now? Yes. Yay! Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I just want to kissy you guys. Oh no, Melly, don't say that because YouTube's going to think you're being weird. Anyways, 3 kissies for you guys. Okay, let's listen to this. Finally, I'll just shut the hell up. Oh my gosh, I need a tech person. A legit one, not the predator that was stalking me, but if you know anyone, let me know. Looking to hire.
Your car crashed and is not responding to their phone.
Amy, I guess. Yeah, I know, ATS. I'm not like a profesh. I guess I'm hiring Amy Truth Ones.
Emergency location is latitude 29.5815, longitude minus 81.23.
You guys can hear it okay, right? I just want to make sure before I play it in its entirety because I'm just going to play it all.
.64 with an estimated search radius of 5 meters. This message will repeat in 5 seconds. No. The owner of the iPhone was in a severe car crash and is not responding to their phone. The emergency location is latitude 29.5815, longitude minus 81.23 with an estimated search radius of 5 meters. This message will repeat in 5 seconds. I'm gonna die. Hello.
So don't be confused, you guys. That's her screaming. The car called 911. So she doesn't even know that 911 has been called at this point. Yeah.
The owner of the phone was in a severe car crash and is not responding to their phone. The emergency location is latitude 29.5815, longitude minus 81.2364 with an estimated 6 meters. Repeat in 5 seconds. Hello. The owner of this severe car crash is responding to their phone. The emergency location is latitude 29.5815, longitude minus 81.2364 with an estimated search radius of 5 meters. This message will repeat in 5 seconds. The owner of this iPhone was in a severe car crash and is not responding to their phone. The emergency location is latitude 29.5815, longitude minus 81.2364 with an estimated search radius of 5 meters. This message will repeat in 5 seconds. Oh, Daniel, wake up, please! Daniel, wake up! Hello, can you hear me? The owner of the phone was in a severe car crash and is not responding to their phone. The emergency location is.
That's her. It's her in the background, and then that lady is obviously the iPhone person or whatever. It's just her.
9.5815. Longitude -81.2364 with an estimated search radius of 5 meters. This message will repeat in 5 seconds. The owner of this phone was in a severe car crash and is not responding to their phone. The emergency location is latitude 29.5815, longitude -81.2364 with an estimated search radius of 5 meters. This message will repeat in 5 seconds. The owner of this iPhone was in a severe car crash and is not responding to their phone. The emergency
can you hear
location
me?
is latitude 29.5815, longitude -81.2364 with an estimated search radius of 5 meters. This message will repeat in 5 seconds.
Hello, can you hear me?
The owner of this iPhone was in a severe car crash and is not responding to their phone. The emergency
Hello?
latitude 29.5815.
Hello, this is the sheriff's office.
1.2364 with an estimated search radius of 5 meters. This message will repeat in 5 seconds.
Hello?
The owner of this iPhone was in a severe car crash and is not responding to their phone.
Hello?
The emergency location is latitude 29.5815. 81.2364 with an estimated search radius of 5 meters. This message will repeat in 5 seconds.
Hello, you called 911.
The owner of this iPhone was in a
Okay,
severe
where
car
are you?
crash and is not responding to their phone. The emergency location is latitude 29.5815, longitude -81.2364 with an estimated
Okay, are you
radius of
injured?
5 meters. This message will repeat in 5 seconds.
Are you injured?
The
You
owner
don't
of this
know?
iPhone was in a severe car crash and is not responding to their phone. The emergency location
What type of vehicle are you in?
29.5815, longitude -81.2364 with an estimated search radius of 5 meters. This message will repeat in 5 seconds. The owner of this iPhone was in a severe car crash and is not responding to their phone. The emergency location is latitude 29.5815, longitude -81.2364 with an estimated search radius of 5 meters. This message will repeat in 5 seconds. The owner of this iPhone was in a severe car crash and is not responding to their phone. The emergency location is latitude 29.5815, longitude -81.2364 with an
You said
estimated
your
search
leg?
radius of 5 meters. This message will repeat in 5 seconds. The owner of this iPhone was in a severe
This
car
is-
crash and is not.
I know it's a lot. It's a lot. It gives me like chills. I don't know.
responding
It's
to their phone.
scary.
The emergency location is latitude 29.5815, longitude -81.23.
Yeah, I don't think Leigha knows that the vehicle has called 911. Like, I don't think they can hear each other, or Leia's just in shock. I'm not sure, but it might be. I know iPhone, you can set it up that way, and I think you can do it on like those safety apps as well. But don't you guys wonder like what it would have been like if their vehicle had called 911?
With an estimated search radius of 5 meters. This message will repeat in 5 seconds.
Hello?
The owner of this iPhone was in a severe.
What type of vehicle are you in so they can try to locate
The
you?
emergency location is latitude 29.5815, longitude -81.
What type of vehicle are you in?
With an estimated search radius of 5 meters. This message will repeat in 5 seconds.
Hello? Okay. What's going on? We have help on the way. I need you to take a deep breath and talk to me, okay? Did you say someone's dead?
Longitude minus 81.2364 with an estimated
Hello?
search radius of 5 meters. This message will repeat in 5 seconds. The owner of this icon is in a severe car crash and is not
Hello, can you hear me?
the emergency location. Latitude 29.5815. Longitude minus 81.2364 with an estimated search radius of 5 meters. This message will repeat in 5 seconds. The owner of this iPhone was in a severe car crash and is not responding to their phone. The emergency location is latitude 29.5815. Longitude minus 81.2364 with an estimated search radius of 5 meters. This message will repeat in 5 seconds.
Oh my God! Stop, please!
The owner of this iPhone was in a severe car crash and is not responding to their phone. The emergency location is latitude 29.5815. Longitude minus 81.2364 with an estimated search radius of 5 meters. This message will repeat in 5 seconds. The owner of this iPhone was in a severe car crash and is not responding to their phone. The emergency location is latitude 29.5815. Longitude minus 81.2364 with an estimated search radius of 5 meters. This message will repeat in 5 seconds. The owner of this iPhone was in a severe car crash and is not responding to their phone. The emergency location is latitude 29.5814. Longitude minus 81.2364 with an estimated search radius of 5 meters. This message will repeat in 5 seconds.
They got there. EMS got there right then. You can hear them. That was intense. I know. I'm so glad we were able to find it. Thank you, Amy, for helping with the tech issues. Yeah. That's rough. That's real rough. Yeah, her car could have been damaged. I don't know. I know the operator had the location, so they always have it right off the bat. I think she's just trying to communicate with her. Okay, now hopefully this works. Let me pull up the body cam. Let me know if you guys can hear this one. Some of it is obviously bleeped out or redacted or quiet. There's an 8-minute clip of body cam, and then there's a longer one. It's an intense case. She has court on the 19th, next week. So we will definitely stay caught up on all of that. Okay, let me make it. How do I go back to that? Oh, well. Okay. Can you guys hear that? Can you guys hear that? And what are her charges? First, she got like aggravated assault with deadly, whatever. Let me pull it up to be official because I don't want to say anything wrong. She got traffic violation, reckless driving causing serious bodily injury, aggravated battery using a deadly weapon. But then in October, when he died and the investigation completed, now she's charged with homicide, vehicular homicide. Yes, I will be covering it. Okay, let me play it in its entirety and let me know if you guys can hear it. We don't hear the voices. The voices. There. I don't think there's voices. Let me know. Is that better than it was or no? There's nobody really talking. It's just them walking and stuff. Was that better than it was before though? I want to make sure you guys can hear it. Wow.
Oh. Well, there's the other one. I basically drove like really slow, and then like, oh, there it is. It's just her from what I believe.
They thought it was originally just her in the vehicle until they realized they saw Daniel. And also, like, what are the odds that both Leigha and Kenzie would survive? Like, it just blows my mind. And I wonder if they're going to be incarcerated together. Just kidding.
She lost control, or she was hit. Do you know if they she was coming or not? Hopefully. That's what it's
Passenger side.
That's when they realized there was someone else.
No, for you. Would you just get her out?
Yeah.
What do you got with the other patient?
He has no pulse, but he's acting with me.
Okay, let's work on getting her out. You have your second rescue coming, right? No? I got. Wait on. Go to me. You're good. You're good. That was a good call.
Passengers circling the drain. Yeah. Is it? Two. They're shooting the driver now. They're saying passengers got no pulse. They're treating the driver now. They're saying the passengers got no pulse.
Wow.
What you got, Joe?
Oh, 30, but if it's
Yeah, I'm really curious why she didn't say there was a passenger.
too cool. FHP is 97. Pretty close to it right now. Could just be further from your car. Yeah.
That's pretty intense. Remember Kenzie saying, "Why did they bring me back to life? Just throw me into prison." That's God intervening and making them pay for their crimes. You know, I just it's weird how fate works sometimes. Let's watch. I have another one, and it's another body cam video. This doesn't have a lot of audio. Not a lot of the it's just them walking back and forth and stuff. So I'll play a little bit just so we can get an idea. Um, please make sure you guys hit the like. What is the name of the man that passed? His name is Daniel. Daniel Waterman. It was her boyfriend. She had just found out she was pregnant, and a female texted him, and she was mad and drove the car into a tree. I'll forward a little bit. Just like I said, it's random stuff. I know. I am surprised that she didn't lose the baby as well because of the trauma, and I don't think she should get custody of him. I think she's mentally unwell. It was a baby girl, and Daniel was excited to be a dad.
Yeah, I couldn't see it. Couldn't see it. Oh, this thing. Well, there, this is the wood one. I basically drove like really slow, and I'm like, oh. How many hours? I just heard. That's it. I got here whenever you were, or whenever 210 said to call us. It should be coming there. Oh, what? One.
You have no pulse on the passenger side.
Yeah. Okay. No, you.
Just get her out. Take out, get the patient.
She has no pulse, but he's stuck with you.
Okay, let's work on getting her out. You have your second rescue plan.
No.
No? I got. Elena, go through me. I'm command, okay?
I'm sorry, sir.
You're good. You're good. You call them. I'm on that.
I don't know the extent of her injuries, but I know they weren't too serious, and the baby did survive, and she did give birth. Not that day of the accident, but she recently gave birth.
Just jump to me.
I think she had just found out she was pregnant. Someone said, how far along was she? Probably only a couple of weeks or maybe even a month. I don't think she knew. She had just found out and told him, and then a female texted him, and so I think she got mad and crashed the car. Yeah, so she could have only been a couple of weeks, right? Or a month or something. Well, let's do the math. She gave birth in October. So yeah, she had just basically found out. Thank you, Karen Cruz. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you. How terrifying we live in a world where now you have to worry who your children are dating because you never know. Like, is that person going to do something like this? Their mental health, people's past. I mean, there's so many concerning factors, right? Does that make everybody paranoid now? It scares me now. I'm like, do I want to be in a car with someone I'm dating? What are the odds to Dominic and Daniel? That's a little scary.
So the one passenger is going to be single phone. Pretty close to it. Yeah.
I love body cam, even if it's just this. I love it.
What's that smell? Yeah. The way it's facing. Or yeah. So, I just bought. Okay. Damn. Yeah, I've never seen a crack this bad before. All right. I said that I couldn't find it at first. Kind of sucks.
Body cam is so intense. Is that her? That Daniel? Oh, that's her. Oh, yeah, that's her. No. No. Why are you redacted? Why?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's intense. I don't like that they redacted, but I get it. I get it. At least we got it. And so it's quiet here. They're in the ambulance. I'll skip through the blurry part, I guess. There's not much.
Yeah.
Let me see if we can go back to the scene of the accident. Mm-mm. Did I just hear? I don't even have a son, but if I did, oh hell nah. They ain't dating nobody. Got me choking. Yeah.
That's what I thought it was gonna be. The way that she was acting with the leg. I was waiting for either like a fucking bluegrass cut or yeah.
I'm fast forward. Did you hear that? They were arguing. How did they know that? I wonder if she said that in the ambulance and it got redacted. Because he says they were arguing or something. Let me go back. She said they were arguing. Oh, dang. That's crazy. So she admitted that they were arguing.
All right, well, I'm going to try to knock this out, clean it up before it is 7, so we don't have to be here for 6 hours. No, I'm just trying to find a wallet, but other than that.
Why is she out right now walking amongst us? I get it. She had a baby, but like, okay, that pisses me off because you guys know the Kelsey Fitzsimmons case. They took her baby. Why are they letting Leigha Mumby have her baby after she did this intentionally?
You want some help, sir? Yeah, good. That'd be awesome. Find the wallet, purse.
Oh, wow. Wow. Oh my God, I hadn't seen this. You can see inside the car. I need to rewind. Sorry, guys. That's intense. Oh, it disappeared from my screen. Okay, there we go.
You want some help, sir? Yeah, good. That'd be awesome. Find the wallet, purse.
Oh my God, they left this in the box. I think they would have redacted that. Look at the blood. Oh my goodness. I'm shook. Are you guys shook? Holy shite. Chet. I haven't watched it. I've had it for days too. I haven't watched it. Oh my gosh. Wow. 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 I'm sorry, I'm freaking out. And to survive this, and then because he had a collapsed lung and he gets freaking pneumonia, he dies. Are we upset or what? This is so shitty.
Her purse is over here.
Yeah, 1243. So, 1020 Waterfront Drive in Blairstone Court. They have no
Wow.
further information at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, Florida Park. That's what I was just talking about that.
Yeah, they just put them on there.
Probably did the same thing I did. Just like send them.
I cannot believe we're back at like square one with this case in Kenzie. It's literally another Kenzie. Wow. Except this girl's a little bit older. Kenzie was like, what, 17, 18 at the time of the crash? And Leigha, I don't know if it's Leigha or Leigha, who gives a shit. She's a schmurder. She was 24, so she was 2 years older than Daniel.
Did you check this bag back here? Yeah, it was right here.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't say anything.
At the end of the day, there is a confession, right, from Daniel. He confessed that they were fighting and she did it unintentionally. Now, I think it just depends up to like state laws, and I'm not an attorney. I'm just a girl that likes true crime. Depending on the state laws, I don't know. I hope she doesn't get like a slap on the wrist for this, if you know what I'm saying. She needs to be locked up faux life like Kenzie.
God, I hate that smell, whatever the fuck that is. Yeah.
I think it's the nacho cheese.
You think so?
There's a taco in there.
No.
She's over there.
Yeah, that's what it is. Dude. Yeah. What?
Yeah, and the jury. Mhm. I think it's going to be tough though, because like, okay, yeah, he admitted it, but he's not alive anymore. So I don't know how much that factors, and like she could probably say like pregnancy, but you know what? Even if she tries to blame it on the hormones, it doesn't even matter. She admits in a text message, you're going to get what you deserve. She texted, you're going to get what you deserve. So there's premeditation, there's intention. I think she's screwed.
Oh, they're gonna have a plane land though? Oh, they're not playing. I thought this, yeah.
Because he told investigators in the hospital that it was her. He told them we were fighting. It was her. She did it intentionally. He said that to the investigators. I don't know how long they were together. We might hear that in the interview we're watching next.
wind's gonna pick up a little bit.
Gotcha.
And his family is fighting for custody of the baby girl right now. I'm going to fast forward. A lot of this is just silent. I think the rest of this is just silent. So, oh. So I am assuming this is when they got Daniel out? Because they redact it. They blur it. Wow. That's intense. There's no sound, by the way. Yeah, it is spooky, and it's at nighttime, which is different than the Kenzie. Right? Kenzie was early morning. Okay. It just sounds too familiar. I know. I know. Let's watch this clip. I have a clip from I believe it's his aunt. She gave like a little interview. Let's watch that. We get to hear a little bit about him through her. This Leigha Mumby girl has not come out and said anything or any statements or whatsoever. Of course. It's like a 7-minute. It's from Long Crime. They interviewed his aunt. Okay.
I want to bring in Daniel Waterman's aunt. She is Tiffany
Can you guys hear that? You guys can still hear Long Crime.
Waterman, and also the family's lawyer, John Hager. Thank you to both of you for joining me today. Tiffany, I'll start with you. First of all, I want to offer my condolences to you and the rest of Daniel's family for the loss that you're going through and just everything. It's just horrific. How are you and Daniel's mom and the rest of the family doing?
It's tough, very tough. Every day it's hard.
Tell me about Daniel. What do you want people to know about him? What kind of guy was he?
See, I'm horrible at this. It's so fresh right now. I think that's why it's very hard to discuss. He was wonderful. What I want everyone to know is he was just starting his adulthood. He was just maturing, realizing about life and what it really means. And it was beautiful to see him becoming the man he was going to be before that ended too abruptly. He was always an athlete his entire life. He was so strong. He was 6'5". He was a big guy. And he was the best cousin to my children who looked up to him. He could do no wrong ever. He was definitely about family. He loved us just so deeply. It's just sad because everything was just cut way too short.
What sports did he play?
He played, if he tried at any sport, he was amazing. He was the best. His passion was basketball, though.
Yeah, being 6'5", I think that would make him a pretty good basketball player.
Very good.
When this happened, take me back to when this happened. I just can't even imagine getting that call that he's been in this horrific crash.
Yes. I was sleeping in bed. I'm a boring, mother too. So, sleeping in bed, and it's a little after 2 a.m. and I got the phone call from my grandmother, and she had already spoken to my sister, his mother, and she told me about the crash, and she said it doesn't look good. He's probably not going to make it, and it just killed me.
He was in the hospital fighting for so long.
Wow.
And, it sounded like there was hope that he could make it. And then, he
Yes.
wakes up from this coma and, he's able to communicate that this was intentional. I mean, what was the family's reaction when that happened?
I think we were more concentrating on that he was able to come to. Just watching him come to was absolutely amazing. It actually took us a little while to try to understand he was trying to tell us something. You have to just imagine, put yourself there coming out of a coma. It was induced coma, and we were able to use an alphabet letter board, and we pointed to every single letter until he spelled it out, and he spelled out an entire statement.
There is a baby involved in all of this, and it sounds like you guys, we were talking before we started, that your family has kind of been kept in the dark about the baby and the birth of the baby. And Daniel, it seems like, believed the baby was his baby. So talk to me a little about this part of that, of the story.
Okay, so we have been definitely kept in the dark. There hasn't been any communication between our party or the opposite party. Daniel was looking forward to meeting his baby, holding his baby, and raising his baby. That, I think, is what kept him going in the hospital. He would try to do exercises and strengthen his arm and say, I'm going to be able to hold my baby. I'm going to get out of here. So it's definitely something he was looking forward to. But we have no information or details about anything. The only thing we did know when accident initial happened, she was in communication with us, and she did, send some updates and sonogram pictures, and we did find out it was a girl. So that is basically the extent of our knowledge of the entire pregnancy.
And the baby was born. Leigha did give birth.
I have no details on the birth whatsoever, but we have heard, yes, that she has had the baby. Her due date was October 10th.
October 10th. So she just gave birth and a month ago. And also, this was a couple days ago or weeks, but the family is fighting for custody of the baby.
That is to be expected.
His family.
John, talk to me about what you're doing to assist the family.
Well, for the family, this is unknown territory. This is something they've never had to deal with. I've been a prosecutor for several years and now criminal defense attorney, so I know the process very well. I know the prosecutors involved, and I know the system. And what I'm trying to do is just to be the one to tell them each and every step of the way what's going on and what the next step is and what to expect, and to just really enlighten them on any questions they have to facilitate, their communications with the state attorney's office. If the state attorney's office.
So she gave birth on October 10th. Well, her due date was October 10th. We don't know when she exactly gave birth, but Daniel died October 8th. So his daughter was almost born around the same time he died.
Need something for them or request anything from them. I'm just, there to facilitate that.
And Tiffany, it's my understanding that Daniel incurred a lot of medical expenses. He thought he was going to make it, and he caught pneumonia and then passed away earlier this month. What are you guys doing? Are you trying to raise money to pay those medical bills? Is insurance going to cover those? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Unfortunately, insurance only goes so far, and it barely made a dent into the bills that have accumulated. I mean, 8 months in the hospital in the ICU unit, you can only imagine how high those go. We're talking into the millions. We do have a GoFundMe set up for him. We did have extreme amount of expenses while trying to stay in Daytona. The entire family was taking turns watching him at all times. He was never alone while in Florida in the ICU. There was one of us by his side the entire time.
Wow.
Which can be very costly. We're all experiencing, every family member is experiencing death this year. So it's been very hard, but we do have the GoFundMe up that is hopefully helping with some of those medical costs, funeral costs now. It's quite a lot.
I can't even begin to imagine what your family has been through. I assume, that nothing is going to bring Daniel back, but the criminal charges are the beginning of getting some measure of justice for him. Were you pleased to see that the prosecutor is obviously moving forward with the vehicular homicide charge?
Yes, I do have confidence in our legal team. It's what we're holding on to right now. Sorry.
Oh my God, my heart.
One of the last conversations that we had with him, with Daniel, he did express that he wants justice for what was done to him. And that's what we're going to try to do.
And one of the things, if I can go back, I want to facilitate to make sure that their voice is heard, that, Daniel's voice is heard through the family, and that they have a right and opportunity to speak at some point in this process, to let them know how Ms. Mumby affected their lives, each and every one of their lives, and took, a very special person away from them.
No doubt. Well, Tiffany Waterman and John Hager, thank you so much for joining me.
Passed away last month, literally like a month ago, October 8th. Dang. It's maddening to see the photos of them together. Doesn't it remind you of Kenzie and Dom, though? They took photos like that, too. Kissing at restaurants with drinks. It's dangerous to remain on a ventilator in the hospital because of the risk of pneumonia. I'm just so glad that he was able to wake up and get out of the coma and say something. Yeah, an eye for an eye. That's literally how I feel. I think an eye for an eye. So she has court next week. What day is it? Let me see. Today's Wednesday. Literally a week from today. So I should be getting those files. It's not public. And I have already submitted for them. So I will make another live and I'll schedule it and we can watch all the hearings because I'm going to have them all here probably in the next day. And I'm really excited about that. I don't know how much content there is there, but at least we get to see some of it, right? I did already pay for it. So like I said, I know some of you guys complain about ads and stuff, but like it really helps the channels. And like for these documents, like I had to pay for these and all of that is just costly. So you guys viewing and hitting the like button and doing all of that really helps support the channel. So please, please, please make sure you do that. I will probably make a live as soon as I get them. Let me see real quick if they're in my email right now. Because if they are, I want to get into it like ASAP. But they did tell me it would be like 5 days for them to get them emailed over to me. So, like I said, I already did pay for them. Yeah. Says longer than 3 business days. And it says they have to be redacted, but that's okay. They actually just emailed me back. So I'm doing business while I'm on here. The ads are fine, Melly. Thank you. As soon as I get them, I will make a live and schedule those and we can get into it. No, it won't be. Oh, the trial. If it goes to trial, I'm sure it probably would be, but the hearings are not. They're not public. Maybe we can do that. Yeah. So please, please, please hit the like button on the way out. My heart is with the Waterman family. We support Daniel Waterman. We do not support Kenzie behavior here. Leigha Mumby, I don't know what you were going through, but you just messed up your whole life. And I'm really sad for Daniel's family. So my heart goes out to them. Oh, thank you, Vanjie. Thank you. You're so kind. That was really a sad story. Good job, Melly. Thank you. And you just contributed to those hearings. So I appreciate that, Vanjie, very much so. Court next week. I'll make a live as soon as I have them, and we'll definitely keep updated on the Daniel Waterman and Leigha Mumby case. I appreciate you guys for being here. Yes, I will. I'll be better. I'm getting over it now. I do have Melly after dark, but I guess it's before dark. We're gonna do that today, and we're gonna do Kenzie reading as well. We have a scheduled live for Kenzie. So shout out to all of you guys for being here. Please, please, please hit the like button on the way out. Turn on your notifications. Hype the live if you can. And I will see you guys shortly on the next one. Bye.